So today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit while I brushed my hair and combed my hair. I washed my hair. Finally, it's about time. But it's super daunting because we have hard water, and I'm so sick of making excuses for myself. So let this be the last excuse I make for myself. As consciously, the last conscious excuse I make for myself, because I will be catching myself making unconscious excuses, at which point I will unwire them and yeah, do my very best, because that's all that we can do. But hold me accountable, please. Anyways, hard water. We have hard water where we live, and sometimes when I wash my hair, it actually makes my hair worse because the water, the calcium in the water sticks, and it sticks in my thick hair. And it's never fun. I had this friend, have this friend, yeah, shout out to my hairstylist friend who gave me my last haircut. It was super cute. It's super cute. But she told me that, yeah, when you wash your hair, when you shampoo your hair, you want it to be like suds. And I'm taking her word for it, but it was a humbling moment because rarely in my life have I ever seen suds, like the thick kind that she had, come out of my hair when I was shampooing it. And I've been trying ever since then to achieve that, but I just don't know if we can make it work with our water. I have tried. I've tried, and I'm gonna keep trying, and maybe it's the shampoo I'm using. So, thick hair girlies, curly thick hair girlies, let me know what shampoo you use. What have you found that works? I used to use Big by Lush, and I might try going back to that, but I stopped because I bleached my hair, and I kind of want to bleach it again, but it's also suffered so much damage. Anyways, this is not what I was going to talk about today. What I was going to talk about is how sometimes it takes impulsivity to lead to commitment, and how this is related to the 3 modalities in astrology, which are, if you are not familiar, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And here in the maraverse, I teach you astrology, among many other things, in ways that are applicable to your own personal storytelling. So you can construct a universe for yourself, a universe for yourself, pulling from all the symbols of this beautiful universe. And I am ever developing my own languages, and we're sharing them together. We are dreaming together, and we are holding each other accountable for living with integrity for our dreams. Not to get too high ahead of ourselves, but I believe in you. I believe in every single person here. So yeah, I'm extending that to myself, and I know you have the power to do the same. Some of the methods that I use, just a recap before we get into it, or an introduction, I guess. Tarot, astrology, storytelling. I studied animation for a while. I studied animation for a long time personally, and then I went to school for animation. I have studied astrology under the wonderful Adam Ellen Boss. Nightlight astrology, if you're interested, highly recommend the courses. And yeah, I'm just a huge lover of storytelling. Comment below what you are currently reading. I am currently reading Synchronicity by Carl Jung. And also comment what your favorite read this year or in your life has been. What is something that just been gnawing on your mind, whether it's a book that you read or a quote from a book. And I'm talking really quickly, so maybe we will slow down now. but I would love to hear what has been on your mind, the things that you want to share that have yet to come out. And I guess to segue that into today's topic, sharing. It starts with a spark. It starts with that impulsivity. It's Aries season after all. And it's Wednesday, so it's Gemini's day. It's Mercury's day, so my Gemini and Virgos. I hope that you are feeling all of the bliss and at home in your bodies today, and I wish that for everybody as well. But there's this buzz in the air around communication and kind of asserting yourself a little bit more boldly. And this has kind of been going on all of Aries season, as it does. But we're going to transition soon on the 19th, I think, to Taurus season, where this energy really begins to settle in. Whatever it is that we have been using that fire inside of us, that creative drive to start putting out into the world, we're going to start seeing how it has transitioned into a commitment. And it can be kind of silly. You won't see the growth as it's happening. When you are in that, and I'm saying impulsive, but at the core of it, it's this creative energy, the energy of action, alchemically speaking, fire. And Aries being, okay, so you have the element, fire, and then back to what I brought up in my initial ramble, you have the modality, which is cardinal, and that is cardinal energy initiates. Cardinal energy begins things. Fire acts. Fire creates. Fire is active and ever moving, ever changing. You can come up with your own parallels between the element of fire based on your experience of fire. But that's Aries, the combination of initiation and fire. It's the first sign of the zodiac wheel. It's the beginning of spring. So, but as we know, all initiations, a fire will just flicker out if it's not consistently fed. And that'll transition us into Taurus, which is element, earth. You can think about earth in your experiences. I trust you to make your own ties. I'll make mine. Earth is grounded. Earth is where our bodies come from. Earth is slower. Earth is stable. And now the modality, this is fixed energy. So that stability is in both the element and the modality. Fixed energy is stable. Fixed energy takes that initiation and works it into routine. It literally fixes it. That's why it's called fixed. It in a way perfects it. It embodies the essence of whatever element it is, or whatever energy was being given to it. So Taurus takes the beginning of spring and fixes it into what I call the heart of spring. This beautiful, grounded, flowing energy. And I use flowing not to make this sound too watery, which is, we don't get to the element of water until Cancer. But it's slow. It's in the way that plants grow, in the way that flowers blossom and bloom. And like I was saying, you won't see this progress over time, but all these efforts that you put in, for example, sitting down to write a song. Every single day, if you are sitting down to songwrite, you might have like a million drafts that are mediocre at best, you know? But when you look back, like once you achieve something that you recognize in yourself as beautiful, as true to yourself, as grounded in this body that you have, this, your aesthetic tastes. Taurus is ruled by Venus. I don't know why that took me a moment to say, but you know, goddess of beauty and the arts and aesthetics and archetypically femininity. Once you look back at all of this time that you have spent doing, and it's become a natural process for you, you'll notice how those times that you've done like shitty work have allowed you the discernment to pick through and create, like, the seeds that weren't meant to sprout go away, and the seeds that you do have are the ones that you really love and can nurture, because the nourishment that they need resonates with you, if that makes sense. What you have to give is what those seeds need, and it's this beautiful regenerative symbiotic process. And I am so excited for us all to collectively experience this together. So in addition to what you've been consuming, what has been igniting that spark within you, I would love to hear what you have been creating. What have you been birthing into the world? Even if it's not seen by a lot of people, what have you been acting on? Recognize that there is real value in your actions that are not seen by the outside world. Will they be seen in Taurus season? I don't know, we're all on our own journeys. If you want my astrological input on that, you can book a reading with me. But I trust you to check in with yourself. Yeah, I would love to hear what you've been acting on. For me, I've been filming these videos every single day. I missed one day, and I don't know if it was Easter or the day after Easter, but I really just needed a day to sit and reflect. And then we got right back to it. And you're gonna have days like that. But if we transition this into going out in the world and being a part of society, being an imperfect activist is better than no activism. I forgot who it was that originated that quote, but I love it a lot. As well as, who was it? I'm actually going to pull out my book right now. Somebody had a quote about how it's better to... Burke? Was that it? Yes, it was Burke. How sad is it that a person would choose to do nothing, knowing that humans can only do so little? And that is the energy of Aries season. We can only do so little. We're but babies. We're but babies. And so the most that we can do is try, use the voices that we do have. And they'll grow over time. But in the moment, I think we might always seem little, because we have these dreams that we are headed towards. But we're not there yet. There's a disconnect between where we're currently acting and those dreams. So you might not recognize it at the time. But keep going. That's all. Not to, continue saying the same thing over and over again. But if nothing else, I hope that I could provide you with some inspiration. And I hope to see you keep this spark alive. And I'm excited to see how it settles into your life. If you like this video, please leave a like. I would love to see it. And I welcome you to join the maraverse and be a part of this beautiful growing community of curious minds. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks for spending time with me. Bye.